not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Let me explain to you the reason why I am the way I am inside your tainted views, my failures and my victories. Situations that I learned can trigger me, decisions that I've regretted instantly, ways that I've grown and how I move differently. Listen close if you're into me. I'm guarded, I'm open, I'm struggling, making the adjustments to this new dating world that's...
Yo, welcome to another episode of the Rellz Relaxation Hour. I am your host, Rellz, and I'm joined again by my co-host, Blacko, with his hat to the back on a Monday night, looking like a catcher for the Mets. What up, brother?
Man, all the Yankees, man, Yankees. Don't do that. I'm nowhere near Met fan. Chill. Don't do that.
What's good, though?
You starting your shit too early. We cannot be doing this, all right?
That is exactly how we going to do it.
Nah, what's good, my brother? What's shaking? How you, man?
Shit, chilling, brother, chilling. Just enjoying these last couple of weeks in my 30s before I cross over to the dark side.
To the 50s. Yes, to the 50s. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Bro, sometimes I ain't got front, bro. Sometimes I feel like I'm about to be 50, but yeah, man.
You've been working in postal office since 1972. What you expect? You're going to feel like that.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Coming from somebody who's been in his profession since the 60s, I understand.
I know, man. That's how I feel. That's how my
people feel, Mandy.
We're not going to talk about that.
That's how my body feel, yo, for real. Like, you have no idea.
Listen, man. Hey, man, how you doing? That's why I missed the gym, man. I missed the gym. I ain't been in the gym consistently in like 2 months, and I feel bad about that.
What happened?
Nah, injuries, man. Injuries. Every time I'm in the groove, injuries just kick in.
Nigga said injuries. What you got, like a torn meniscus?
Besides, remember I was playing ball, busting their ass every other Tuesday.
Nigga said his injuries is a broken heart. Hey, Marty.
Nah, it was what's going on. Nah, that my foot still fucked. I got that shit that Yao Ming had, so my shit be acting up. So I can't go hard like I want to.
Nah, we gonna go back to the gym this weekend, man. You're gonna have to go with me. We're gonna have to get back in the groove.
Nah, I'm fucking around. I might be going back either tomorrow or Wednesday. I need to get back in that groove.
We'll see. I'm gonna take your word for it.
I need to get back in that groove, man. I missed the gym, the shit across the street. Yeah, I'm fucking up. I can't help that. I'm fucking up. What's up with you, though, man? Enough about me. What's up with you? Fuck, I'm in the Bulls rock today, man.
I'm chilling. I can't complain, man. Spent the weekend with the missus, laid up. Watched up.
Nice,
I can't front. We watched some show on Netflix called The Ultimatum. I don't know if you heard of it. Well, son,
nah.
I'm gonna sit here and say if you're gonna watch it, hey auntie, if you're gonna watch it,
hey, auntie.
I'm biased, right? Because I feel like on the show, like if a female do a dude dirty, she no longer, I don't like her no more, right?
True.
So with the show,
same way.
Son, so with a show like that, watching that show, like I was like, oh, she done filthy. She's a whore now. So, oh, sorry, auntie, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, like these shows, man, I start watching with her, man, and then I can't start watching them. I got to find out how it ends. Like, but it was actually a pretty good show. For what it was, it was like a series. It was pretty good.
Oh, the series.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the movie
it's like
called
7 to 8 episodes, I think.
Nah, you haven't seen the movie called Adultery, some shit like that. It was on Netflix. They took it off. I don't know why. That movie right there, man.
Is it a black cast?
Nah. It was mixed. It was mixed. It's about a hardworking man, of course, as always, who loves his wife dearly.
Oh, like the movie Unfaithful.
I ain't see that, but I think it's something like that.
I hate that movie.
And it's like one of them. What's that movie called when everybody's like a 6 degrees of separation? Everybody's like know each other by a certain type of way. They basically had a white cook. He had a Caucasian wife. He tried to surprise her for her birthday, and he come to find out she home. He get home all quiet, sneak in with the roses and all that, and she upstairs getting plowed by another man, by a brother man at that. And he holds him at gunpoint basically all day.
I seen that movie. Yep. I'm not saying she deserved it. Not saying she deserved it, but she deserved it. I think
he got the best revenge when he called dude wife up
Did he
And
smash
she
the
was
wife?
in front of them.
Yes, I did see that movie.
And
Yep,
she was pregnant with the dude's
yep,
kid.
yeah, I
He
did
said
see
they're
that
crying
movie.
like, no, how could you do this? How could I do this?
Greatest movie of all time. Greatest revenge movie of all time. I
Hey,
love
that
it.
was crazy. He called. He's like, I'll let you know your husband cheating this, that, and third. She said, all right, what's the address? He said, what? Huh? What? And she came up. But it's bullshit, though, because how she came right upstairs.
The
So
door
you
was
mean
open,
tell me
like she knew exactly where he was living at.
exactly. So it was crazy, man. That movie's bugged out, though. But that movie, I don't know why he took that shit off Netflix. That was a damn good movie.
They took it off of Netflix because it portrayed the man being the superhero instead of the villain.
Well, you know, some people obviously was the villain because
You
he
gotta
killed
watch
them
it.
both.
You gotta watch Unfaithful.
Who's in that?
Honestly, I don't remember. I want to say Richard Gere. I want to
Who you
say, but
Richard Gere. He
yeah,
alive?
no. But this movie was like maybe like early 2000s.
He alive?
At that time,
Richard
yeah.
Gere was 90s, man.
I want to say it was. I
Richard,
want to say it's Richard Gere. I want to say. If anybody
Richard
in the
Gere was
comments seen the
90s, man.
movie, you can tell me if it was Richard Gere. I think it was
But
Richard
nah,
Gere.
it sound familiar though. It definitely familiar. Like you know,
Like you can
movies
tell
like
it's a
that. I
movie
mean,
shit. You know what I hate about that? Because you can tell it's a movie because the dude was smashing his wife. The dude walked out the building after he smashed the wife, and then the husband walks in the building from the opposite direction. Only in a movie that shit happens.
yeah. Nah, you'd be surprised though, man. You'd be very surprised, yo. That happens to quite a lot. Like I know you'll walk past. I might say you as well, but you'll walk past the dude who's just finished, you know, doing what they doing with your girl or your wife, whatever. You just think, oh, all right, whatever. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes motherfuckers is polite to each other. What's going on, brother? Keep it pushing,
then she's a married woman and got jealous because he was flirting with somebody else.
bro. In some cases, people consider that cheating, and
We might
that's
have to
male
do
and
it.
female.
We might have to do a show one time on like most fucked up movies.
Listen, you know I'm a movie connoisseur. You know
Yeah,
I go
see,
back.
Richard Gere. I knew it. See, Diane Lane and Richard Gere.
Diane
See,
Lane. What the hell?
thank you,
Yeah, I
Monty.
watched
See
some
it. See,
1990.
Richard
That's some
Gere. I knew it was
1995
a.
shit. I ain't gonna front. Richard Gere was that dude back in the day. He definitely was that dude.
Okay, was Richard Gere in Pretty Woman? Was that Richard Gere?
Yeah, he married.
Okay.
I think he tried to marry the whore. Yeah, that was him. That was definitely him. Nah, Richard Gere was that dude back in the day. Nah, Richard
I
Gere
like,
is
I
Richard
like how
Gere
you
Walls.
casually said that though. He was like, he tried to marry the whore.
That's the movie's known for. Like, you know, it was like that's like that movie I liked back in the day, Milk Money. That was my shit. A lot of
Who's
people
in
don't know about
that?
Milk Money. Melanie Griffin and what's the dude name? He ain't been in the movies in a long time either. But if I can remember, I will get back to it. They
You know, so
basically paid a prostitute to
it's so
look at her
crazy.
boobs. That's it.
It's so crazy. We like two black men talking about Richard Gere and Melanie Griffith.
Nah, Melanie Griffin's a bad joint back in the day, man. Like I don't know how she looked now, but Melanie Griffin was definitely a joint back then.
I used to have
Because
a
when
only
you got
crush on Christy Brinkley.
Christy Bray, wait,
I
who?
think I think she's a supermodel.
It sounds familiar. Sounds pretty familiar. Nah, you know who's my joint? I still love her. Not Scarlett Johansson. I love her too. Jessica Alba. Still love her. Still love her.
Jessica Alba's like our age though. It's not like she's older than us.
She actually is older than us though. She actually is
Nah,
older than us.
Jessica Alba's in her 40s.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
wasn't she? She was in Honey, right?
Bro, you gotta remember that's Christina Milian. You gotta remember Jessica Alba was in Fantastic Four damn near 20 years ago.
No, wait. You sure Jessica Alba wasn't in Honey?
Nah, not that I know of. Nah, I think that's Christina Milian.
You know what? Marty's the movie buff. Marty is Jessica Alba in Honey? She'll be able to tell
Either
me.
way.
I can swear she's in Honey. I think because isn't Honey the dance movie?
And that shit came out 20 years ago. You talking about with Nick Cannon, right?
Nah. I don't think Nick Cannon was in Honey. Nick Cannon was in Drumline, and like that's it.
That's my movie too. Don't sleep on Drumline. That's
No, I'm
that's
just
my
saying
movie right there.
Nick Cannon's like a one-hit wonder in movies and in like.
Oh nah, Jessica Alba's 40. My bad. She's about to turn 40.
See?
No, she's about to turn 41. I'm bugging.
I knew she wasn't that much older than us. She's still in that age
Nah,
group
she not.
technically. Well, my age group.
She's not a
You,
honey. Yeah, she ain't yours, but she not a honey though.
I like how you said that too. That was smooth how you said that.
Listen, my bad, brother. My bad. I ain't mean
Look,
nothing by it, but I ain't mean
listen,
nothing
I
by it.
understand. I understand. I'm starting to, oh, she's 40. See, yeah. See,
You too late. I already said it.
wait, hold up. Was she? But Marty, was she in Honey?
No,
She
that's
wasn't.
Christina Milian. No, no.
You
I just look.
sure?
I checked it. Now I'm looking at her movie shit right now.
Why am
Yes,
I
she
feeling
was. You all right? She
she
was the main
wasn't Honey,
star.
right? Yeah. See,
Main star.
thank you, thank you. See. Give me my
No,
props for
you know
that
what it
one.
is. You're right. I
See,
got the
yes.
movies confused. I got the movies confused and shit. I got it confused
What
with
movie was Jessica? What movie was Christina Milian in? I know. I seen him. I know. Me and Monty seen one
um
movie she was in about like she fell in love. Like she was like some like singer that was like how they do those residents overseas to like dance sing at weddings and shit like that. She was in a movie
who?
like that. Christina Milian,
Where?
Makai Pfeiffer. Makai Pfeiffer was in Honey. I don't remember that.
Uh shit. I gotta. Yeah, he was. Romeo was in that shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
remember
forgot about
Romeo.
Joy Bryant. That was my joint too.
That was your
I
favorite
used to
rapper
like
back in the day, right? Little Romeo, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
Him and Silky
Never.
Shaka. I know. I understand.
No, 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 no. We're not doing that. Shook the Shaka is one of the worst. He's the worst. But Shook Silk had a buzz like crazy though.
Yeah, he
Silk
did.
buzz
But
was
that's when.
crazy.
But no limit had a whole buzz at one point.
But nah, remember Silk was on most of the hits back in the day with all that offbeat shit. Everybody wanted Silk on a track, which I don't understand. But no. But let me phrase that. Sound like a hater. Silk the Shocker just wasn't my preferred rap at the time. Let me just rephrase
Listen.
that.
Now that I'm back out rapping again, if y'all need me for a hook or a verse, holla at me. I'm back out here again.
Here he
I'm a
go.
rap time. I'm a rap time 41, and then I'm gonna retire.
You rap till you 41, and you
That's
retire.
it. Then I'm gonna retire. Yeah, because I don't want to be one of those old rappers. That means you look at it and be like, yo, why is he still rapping? Can't do it.
I need you to go to sleep, son. That's it. You go to sleep. Just do
You
that.
act like I'm not nice though.
Chocolate dropper.
Nah. I'm actually nice, Don. Look, I don't brag about my rapping too much. I'm actually nice though. I'm gonna find my way into the music industry as a ghostwriter.
Nick says a ghostwriter.
Yep.
Ain't this a shit?
Yep. I can write
I
a rap
hear
for you
that
and then
shit.
let you record it. Put it on
I
TikTok.
don't want to rap. I'd rather do business. I don't want to rap.
See, I didn't promote me, man. Market me out here in these streets.
Listen, you got to sign a contract, B.
Oh nah.
You got to sign a contract, B.
No, I'm better than Nick Cannon, Auntie. I'm better than Nick Cannon. He's trash.
Yo, well look what being trash got him though.
Yeah. And then they got another baby on the way.
He's just wilding. Like
Yeah,
Nick Cannon, like it's just some things you just like, all right, bro, come on, son. Like you just out here just promoting non-safe sex. That's how you look at it.
Yeah, pretty much. She's like, it's okay to have sex without a condom.
Not because you think about it like this, though, like people gonna look at him like, yo, you not settling down. What are you doing for the kids?
Facts.
That's how they gonna look at it. What's good,
Brooklyn
man?
and Brown Table was good. Swagger was good, yo. Happy belated birthday, bro.
But that's how they gonna look at it. They gonna look at it like this man out here having so many kids. He got so many kids with different women. You got all these kids looking up to him. It's like they gonna look at him like, yo, you promoting it's not you promoting just having babies with multiple baby mamas and all that.
And let's be clear, Nick Cannon got money. How many of these women gonna be like, yo, you gotta wrap that up?
Bro, women, no disrespect, ladies. You got women who let broke niggas.
I mean,
with no money. So it's like that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it's like it's a double standards, man. It's a double standards. Because he's an entertainer, it's fine that for him to have multiple kids out here. with different women and not look crazy. And now if you have a regular guy that regular 9 to 5 to do it, they call motherfuckers like him deadbeats, regardless of him taking the kids. Oh, you're deadbeat. Look at he out here hopping women to women. He's a hoe.
Facts, kid. Facts.
It's
I
crazy. Like
mean,
it's the
your status changes with more money you make.
very true. Very
But
true. Because you could be a hole and boom, inside you got money. It's all good.
mm-hmm. But before we get into the topic, let's shout out the sponsors. We're already 15 minutes in already.
You got no sponsors up there. What's going on
No,
here?
this guy, this producer's slacking. He over there listening to my
Facts.
music again. That's why. Shout out to
Oh, that's
he trying to manage. He trying to manage me on the side. I ain't gonna tell you about the deal. He tried to offer me a 360 deal, but I ain't falling for it though.
oh man. You
Yeah,
first of all, you
yeah.
gotta sit down with Death Row first. You can't be just trying to sign the artist, B. What you doing out here, dog?
I'm trying to get a track done with KD. KD rap too.
I can see why KD Glasses he rap.
Yeah, he do. Shout out to the sponsors. I'm saying about Butter. Actually, she got some shirts coming for me soon with some more Rellz Relaxation Hour shirts. Shout out to Bobby B Customs. That's about the third time that he got his page hacked, but I think he got a new one now. So shout out. Yeah, I don't know why his page keep getting hacked, but it keep getting hacked. Shout out to TSD
That's
contracting
I don't think
services.
he doing it.
I don't know, man. Listen. Peace, love, and light. I am her creations, Linden Coin Laundromat, Rhinestones in a Box, and especially 2920 Clothing. Shout out to all the great sponsors for that,
I had
help
my
us
hat
out.
on, but I took it off. Yeah.
Yeah, he's embracing the baldy tonight.
Yeah,
That
I got
group,
you,
nah,
man.
nah, 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 Don. That would be the name of the first single.
Old men sleep by 10.
Now that's the name of the first single. That would be the album. The
Listen, I
album
wish
would
I
be
could sleep by 10, man.
the
Y'all
out
playing.
that
I wish I could
that
sleep by 10.
the album would be called Bad Knees or some shit like that.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. Nah, y'all, I wish I could sleep at 10. I hate people that go to sleep just lay back down and go to sleep.
So at
Y'all
10:30, I'll be
demons.
knocked out, bro.
I
10:30, I'll be
wish.
knocked out.
I wish. I need to start waking up 5 o'clock then. Because I swear, I'll be up to like 1, 2 in the morning just like this.
I do that like maybe once a week, twice a week. Like I find
That's it.
myself just laying there, like, yeah, I can, man, son. When I'm tired, I'm tired. I'll knock out quick.
I be trying. It don't work for me. That has to be trying. That shit do not work for me.
She's stupid. It's starring Marty Arthritis. Facts.
Listen, man, it's crazy how we get older. Everything start to hurt.
Yep.
Back in the day, I
Yeah.
could sprain my ankle, keep playing ball like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Son, I be feeling bad. I ain't gonna front though. I be feeling bad for her. Son, her knees be so bad, son. Like I be wanting to race her, but I know I can't. But I know if I like ever did some stupid shit, I could outrun her. So, but I be feeling bad for her.
But peoples, what's up? We came to talk to y'all today. You ready to talk to them hosts?
Let's go.
You
Let's
ready? You
go.
ready to talk to
Let's
them? You ready to
go.
discuss this? You ready to discuss this? The consequences. I even say the consequences. How can we call this? I can't because there's consequences behind this shit. We all gonna discuss two sides to the story. Now, now the thing about that is, I know everybody has been everybody, and I know I've been. I'm calling myself a victim to it. What about you? What the hell?
You okay
Hello?
over there? You experiencing technical difficulties?
I'm talking about you. I should just everything just froze now.
Oh nah, we was good over here. You froze.
See there it goes. It's Reducer's problem, y'all. It ain't me. My internet's working fine. But nah, so
Nah.
we're gonna
We gonna
discuss
we
about
gonna
two
we gonna
sides of
set
the
a
story.
we gonna set a GoFundMe up for you for internet connection.
Listen, man, it's optimum when they playing games. Man, I don't know what's up, man. But you see what KD just said, right? That's
There's
definitely
there's two
true, though.
sides. There's two sides to every story. The other person's story and mine that comes with screenshots. Listen, screenshots are the devil, but screenshots can determine if you lying or telling the truth.
At the same to but see his thing about it, at the same token, though, I'm gonna be very real with you. Like you just said, screenshots will, could tell the truth. But you have a lot of people still who will get screenshots and still won't believe shit that, believe your side though.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody has been through the two side of the story bullshit, regardless of what it is. Whether it's friendships, family shit, job shit, relationship, everybody's been through it. And it depends how you choose. It comes with consequences. Because either way you choose is it's fucked up, but it's no right or wrong. Either way you're wrong behind this whole shit.
Yo, she sure do.
I ain't got time for that. I'm not screenshotting nobody. I'm not doing it. Unless you on some harassing shit, I gotta really report you. I'm not screenshotting you. Only way I'll probably like screenshot shit if it's work related and you trying to lie me on some work shit, then that's different. People on the outside, I'm not screenshotting you because simple fact, I got to a point in my life where I'm quite sure everybody could agree with this. If I gotta screenshot you, that means I just can't trust you in general, and I don't feel like going through that. Who wants to go through lacks of trust issues with people they supposed to be cool and all that other shit with? You know what I'm saying?
I'll be
Like,
honest
why
with
should
you,
I have to do
bro.
that?
Nowadays, you and I both know. We know out here. We know who be bullshitting and who don't. Like it's
Facts.
easier to kind of cipher who's a bullshitter and who's not bullshitting without having to do like the whole screenshots. Like if somebody comes to me and you and they tell us something about a certain individual, me and you could pretty much figure it out right off the bat if that person is telling the truth or not.
At the end of the day, and one thing that's very true, bro. That's very true. Also, you gotta understand something. You gotta get to a certain point in your life where you need to study people. You gotta know how people talk. Like for instance, if you was to come to me, right? Like and this just go into like once again experience. I always had this thing called blind loyalty. Blind loyalty is a gift and a curse. Stop
Mm-hmm.
flexing.
No. My arm was itching. Shoulder was itching.
Right. I have a thing. Well, back then I had a thing called blind loyalty, and blind loyalty has got me to where I'm still talking to some people, and some people ain't talking to me. All because it's like if something happened back in the day, let's say something happened back in the day, you knew you was in the wrong, but you come tell me first, I automatically took your side of the story.
Just
Why?
because that
Because I
person came
always
to you first.
because one, I always took any one of my people's word over anybody. Anybody. Mind you, they could be in the wrong, but I heard it from one of my peoples, this and the third. Oh, I bet word, bet. What the other person got to say to me, I'm not even trying to hear it. Even though the story could sound 100% true, I won't buy it. You know what I'm saying? And by me doing that, in the beginning parts of like coming up, like basically growing up, becoming into the whole manhood and all that shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. A lot of people stopped talking to me behind that for years. Until I had to realize like, yo, damn, I ain't gonna lie, like, yo, you was right. You was definitely right. I had somebody who was dead ass like he son always came with two stories. And what I mean by two stories is his version of the truth and the actual truth and what I wanted to believe. But like I said, blind loyalty put me in with their truth. Son
So
could
when
come
did
to me
you
with something like, yeah, this person said he gonna smack the shit out of you, this, that, and the third. Oh, where he said this and the third, bet I'm on it. It could
so
be a
when did you
lie.
stop? When did you stop believing bullshit?
When I start, honestly, be honest with you, recent years, very much recent years. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Because he talks
Like
it
let's
up.
say like let's just say like 5 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say like 5 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a situation that happened where it could have went left and the person was super wrong. But they told me the situation and me being trying to be Superman for motherfuckers and taking like I said, taking my people's word, you know. But son kept telling me like, yo, talk to the other person first before you react.
You know what's so crazy?
Before you go,
It seems like what you say ties into like every topic that we talk to every week.
bro. And this is why remember when Twin asked me on our show like a couple of while ago, he asked like, yo, you ever had beef? And I told him no. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I never legitimately had beef with anybody. I had situations, but I never had beef to the point where I had to watch myself. Blind loyalty would have you on some like, yo, what, this, that, and the third. But some people I didn't mind for because to this day I still love them. Some motherfuckers is just because we was peoples and that was just a natural reaction because I was taught wrong growing up. And I'm quite sure you heard this before. Yo, you gotta be right with your peoples. You gotta do this with your peoples. Your peoples is always right. Yo, your man's this, your man's that. You know what I'm saying? It's ghetto talk.
Yeah, but then when
And
you
I'm not
decide
talking
to,
about,
yeah, and then when you
no,
feel
God, I'm
like,
sorry.
well, no, I'm sorry. When you feel like your peoples are starting to bullshit you, and you stop believing everything they say, then all of a sudden the tables kind of get turned on you, and it's almost like you're the disloyal one because you don't
True.
believe in
And
their bullshit anymore.
that's facts. That's all the way facts. And honestly, bro, and that's very true because when it came down to it, and it was just like, yo, like at the end of the day, I had to start to realize how to read people. Once you start like honestly, like when I mean right, I had to read books to learn how to, to brighten my mind up. Like, yo, you gotta read people's actions, their movements, the way they talk. Once you start doing that, you
Body language
realize
is everything.
once you start doing that, bro, then you like, oh damn, wait a minute. I think this person was straight lying this whole time. Damn, word. I bet. I bet. And then you realize it comes to now. That's not start really realizing. Like I said years ago, the whole there's two sides to every story, and actually it's four. It's they version, the other person version. What you going what you gonna believe in the actual truth? Everybody always talking about two sides, and actually four.
Actually, if you really think about it, it's like five. Then if that's the case, because it's your side, it was your story, their story, the actual honest truth that God knows, and then there's
No,
all the
that's why I
extra
said the
bullshit that
truth,
comes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's all the extra bullshit that comes with it. Like I
bro.
don't know. I just don't understand why people. I don't understand why people feel the need to make shit up to give a version of their
Katie,
story. No,
what
go ahead.
Katie just said, blind loyalty will have you mentally damaged. That's true, because
Yep.
think about all the times people done lied to you until spin the story to you, and either way, and I'm not even talking about just street shit, just either way, and you reacted wrong to it. People think two sides of the story come from just like street shit. Nah, it plays a part in everything, whether your job, all that. Like, say you go to work tomorrow, one of your coworkers like, yo, the boss said you got to take over this and the third, whatever. You got to add shit to your truck. Now you mad. Now in your mind, you gonna curse the boss out because some fact your coworker just told you a story that that you didn't hear from your boss, but you take your coworker's story because this coworker has never really lied to you that you know of.
Bro, I'm gonna be
So
honest
now
with
you
you.
do that.
I've been in that
Yeah.
post office 15 years. I'm not believing the motherfucking thing they ask me. If they come to me tomorrow, like, yo, if no, I'm there. Like, and don't get me wrong, I fuck with my coworkers. You've been there for 15 years. They like family. So if a coworker comes to me like, yo, the boss said you gotta, let's just say you gotta take an extra piece of somebody else's route. I'm going to the supervisor or the postmaster, like, yo, so did you say I got a such and such and such? Just for clarification. Because I'm not gonna take it just for the sake of taking it.
But see what you just said. But you have people that won't believe that. Like you just said, you've been in long enough. Oh, I'm going ahead. You have some people that won't believe that. You know why? Because some people they'll come in like, yo, damn, maybe he's telling the truth. The boss ain't want to see me. He want to talk to me. Now he's mad all day doing the whole damn route. Then he get back. The boss like, yo, what the hell you doing? Yo, this person such. Nah, I ain't telling this person this. I told him like, yo, yeah, I might have to split it out if it get crazy.
Bro,
So
I've
now you have
seen,
two. Now you have two stories. Now it's like, yo, who you believe? But the first story he believed, that's the story he believed. The first one that he heard that made him work extra.
I've seen a coworker of mine tell the boss, "Yo, I'm not gonna be back by 4:30. The amount of work that I have today, I'm gonna get back at 6." I've seen that supervisor give somebody else like an hour of his route, and I've seen that dude
Mhm.
come back at 4 o'clock, and the other person came back at 4:30.
See, and that's the crazy part. Like, see, it gets ties into everything from work, even relationships. Like, think about like let's dive into relationship shit.
No, no, no.
You
We
have
let's talk for the next 2 minutes. We'll dive in the relationship part after we come back from the break.
there's two 930 rate. Holy
Not,
shit!
yes, I'm saying like we got 2 more minutes, and then we'll dive into the whole relationship thing because I don't want to get into the whole relationship thing, and then we got to cut it off because we got to go to
Nah,
break.
man. Listen, it's so much, bro. We could talk about. Like he said, it is sometimes just one big disagreement. Some people really can't agree. to shit.
I'll be honest with you.
Really
if you're at a point where you can't agree, if you are the person and y'all constantly can't agree, like of course there's always going to be disagreements, but if y'all can't constantly agree, then y'all don't even need to be cool with each other. There's always going to be a disagreement. First of all, I don't like arguing. And this is going to sound real crazy, I refuse to argue with somebody I am not fucking. It is not going to happen. Bro, I'm so serious. Like, for what? What am I going to argue with you for? Like, for what? For what? I'm not arguing.
I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue around no times either. Fuck that.
Bro, I'm not arguing with another female. I'm not arguing with another nigga. What am I arguing for? For what? Like, nah.
Too much energy. It's too much energy.
Son,
you know why?
You're not gonna stress me out.
Somebody, you can argue with somebody and they can be on some like, yo, and they can spin that story. They go, oh, we was arguing back and forth, this, that, and the third. We was gonna pop, and the whole time you just standing there like, yo, listen, I'm not with it.
Yeah, they could be like, yo, we was arguing. Bro, they could be like, yo, we was arguing the whole time, and I was talking wild crazy, and that man ain't say nothing. And on that note,
bro, listen,
we about to go to break. If you look at the start of a podcast on the Evening Rush Network and you don't know how, this is how you do it.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
And we are back again talking about two sides of the story. Before we get into it, once again, shout out to the sponsors, 2920 Clothing, Sands by Butter, Bobby D Customs, TSD Contracting Services, Peace, Love, and Light, I Am Her Creations, Linden Coin Laundromat, Rhinestones in a Box. This week I'm gonna get creative on TikTok and IG with the sponsors to give it a little bit more, a little bit more flair to it. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it, but I think I got an idea, so I'm gonna work with it this week. You'll see. Back to the topic. KD said, "I agree with Rellz. I'm not arguing neither. My piece is non-negotiable." Nowadays, son, you cannot. There's so much shit going on in the world. I don't want to argue with nobody. That causes stress. Stress makes you sick. Nah, I'm not doing all that, son. Nah, I refuse.
No, I don't argue in general, man. I honestly, I try not to argue. If you argue with me, you're just gonna talk to yourself. And honestly, arguing triggers. Arguing triggers a separate nerve in me. I'll just stare at you like, leave me alone, please. That's it. Just leave me alone. Like that's it. That's it.
And arguing also causes shit for you to say something to somebody you don't mean to say it, and shit you can't take back. Like, yeah, I'm good.
No. Hold on right there.
Oh, why? Because you mean to say it, right?
If I'm arguing with you, more than likely, you brung it out of me, and I had to say what I had to say. But it's something. I ain't gonna front. I mean, I've seen some people argue, and I heard motherfuckers like, "You should die." I'm like, damn, it's only words. Like, the fuck. But nah, if I say it, I say it, because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, it's something that you said that triggered me.
I once heard somebody say, I hope you get hit by a bus. And I was like, damn, that's really not that serious, yo. It's just not that serious at all.
But nah, but also, back to before we get to relationship shit with the whole two sides, right? We gotta really break down this whole two sides of the story, like the consequences it caused throughout the world, man. Like, we can't just talk about relationships. Let's talk about let's get outside for a second. Like you just said, arguing.
I'm glad you just said that too. I'm glad you just said that, because you just triggered something I could bring up. Go ahead though.
Like outside, let's talk like you just said, like arguments. So, how people arguments. Y'all both just said you protecting your peace. Y'all not arguing. But granted, you could have somebody who could spin that story who's trying to argue with you, will go tell somebody else. I just had an argument with this person, and we was going back and forth. We almost got the blows. Meanwhile, you wasn't doing nothing. You was just like, yo, listen, I'm not even trying to argue. It is what it is. Now, they get another person involved. Now, you don't know how this shit can spin. You don't know how this person can react. And this is the issues we have a lot going on outside now.
Sometimes the story could get you killed. Exactly. That's where I was going with that. That's exactly where I was going with that. Because you have certain people who could be like, yo, let's just say females, for example. Not going to say it's all females, but let's just say females, for example. You have females that could go to, like, let's just say they peoples, they brother, whatever. Y'all got into an argument with my dude whatever. He said some real disrespectful shit, or I said some disrespectful shit, and he said some real off the. Yo, you don't know how your brothers will react. Your brothers will go and kill him just because you said something and it wasn't even that serious of an argument.
I mean, real prime example. See, you just brought my females. Like the shit that happened over here last month with the dude that got shot by Dunkin' Donuts. I'm pointing like y'all can see where I'm pointing at. Basically, he was standing on the line with his friend, and Shorty started arguing with them, talking crazy and all that. And what happened? Dude he started talking her back like, yo, I'm not bothering you. I'm on line to stand in third, whatever the case may be. She gets on the phone, call her man up. Oh, these dudes trying to argue me. They trying to front on me. They in my face. Camera shows they wasn't even in her face. They was on both. Everybody's standing on line for some Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Her man pulls up. Mind you, they didn't even get their stuff out Dunkin' Donuts. They left the store. Her man pulls up. He follows them. Shoot him. Now one dead, and now Shorty's going to jail because they call her. They can't find her man. Now what? Your side of the story just told your man to kill somebody. Now you about to sit up top for what? You on camera arguing, starting a ruckus with another customer.
What was the beef about?
She felt they were standing too close to her online.
Really?
But she spent it to her man because everything came out. No witnesses. She spent it to her man. They was too close to her. They was talking shit to her. Blah 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 blah. Of course, like she tried to claim the whole self-defense shit. Nah, you on camera with witnesses. You started the action. Now you about to sit up. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand. Like it's so much shit that goes on. Like even out here, like with these young boys, they'll hear certain shit. Oh, word, this, that, and the third. The first thing to do, they go grab their gun and start shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody analyzes the situation before they react. Nobody takes time to analyze. Like, yo, before I do this, yo, let me figure out what's going on. And I'm not gonna lie, I had to be one of those analyze people too, because if you don't analyze someone's story, you're gonna be fucked at the end. I'm gonna take you for prime example. I know you. If you was to come tell me like, yo, listen, I got a beef this, that, and the third, I'm gonna take your word for it. Why? Because I know you. You don't beef with nobody. You don't argue with nobody. You don't fuck with nobody. You're about your business. You be chilling. So if you was to come tell me that y'all got a beef with somebody this, that, and the third, I'm gonna react. I'm like, yo, bro don't never get a nine. So we're gonna see what the situation's about. So your story, I'm gonna take your story because some fact, I'm like, yo, I know you're not the type of person. But some people, I definitely don't say, what? What happened? Where this happened? Tell me what happened. Because I've been there with like, I don't. Why haven't someone soon done because of coffee? You know what's cool? Because look at that dude, that kid who's an athlete, star football player, who got accused of rape, and he kept saying he was not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. She's lying, standing third. They didn't believe his story. They believed her story because she put on a great performance.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? The kid got found guilty because it came out years later. She was lying. Now the kid's finally released, but he's still on file as a sex offender.
That's
what
crazy,
kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that?
That's crazy.
Here's another story. I'm in the news heavy, right? Because there's always two sides to the story. Look about that white kid who's accused, who's a basically known as a serial rapist. One of his victims, one of the chicks that he raped, basically, she passed from him. He drugged her, raped her, she wound up dying. Another chick he raped, she went to the cops, told him what happened, this and the third, they arrest the kid. Come to find out he has multiple assailants against him.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Guess whose story they believed? They believed his.
That's crazy.
So now they believe his story, and come to find out, the reason they believe his story because his father is a district attorney. So he's found not guilty. So now you have a dead female, a dead child. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, damn, y'all heard everybody else's story, but y'all hear his story, how he's not guilty, showed no remorse, whatever the case about it. And because his father's a district attorney, y'all take their story. It's a cruel world we live in, man. It's a very much cruel world we live in. And it sucks that, this topic right here explains it all.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Shit, You want to get real technical? I'm sorry, bro. I'm just letting it all out. You know,
No,
just
no,
because
go
it's
ahead. You
fun.
in the zone.
You want to get
You in the
real?
zone right now. You in the zone
You
right
want,
now. Go ahead.
you want to get real technical? Let's talk about the two parent homes that don't last. But we'll hear mommy's side, we'll hear daddy's side. But it's all about whose side you're gonna choose. You might be living with mommy, and you hear her story. Oh, your father, this, that, and the third ain't shit. Boom, 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 which happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Prime example. Look at the females out here that put these dudes on child support because the relationship didn't work. But he want to see his kids, but they put it out there on something like, "Yo, your dad's a deadbeat. He want to see you." But you sitting there believing that all the while it's mommy's fault. It's not the daddy's fault. Dad's fighting to see you, but moms don't want to let him see you. And we live in a
Mm-hmm.
fucked up justice system where they automatically take the mother's side. But they're starting to change that as the years goes, where the fathers are starting to actually went in court.
Mm-hmm.
But thing about it is, majority side is the mother's rule. And no disrespect, ladies. I know I don't want to sound like a women basher. I'm just speaking off the stuff that I read and stuff that I see. These two sides of the story, and like Katie said earlier, it will mentally damage you because now you're a kid thinking your father don't want to be around you. He don't want you. Meanwhile, it's your mom's that's keeping him away, but she's telling you the father don't want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Until you find out later, now it's like fuck. You chose your mom's side over your father's side. And now y'all have a strange relationship to the point where how is that repairable?
Yeah. And then if it is repairable, now you look at your mom funny because you realize it
Yeah,
was your mom that was keeping you away the whole time.
think about that shit, especially when you get older. Especially when you get older. Now when you get older, your hate for your father turns into it turns this
It
disdain
turns into
for your mother now.
yeah, it turns into regret. Yeah, now you turn into hate for your mother.
Yeah, yeah. Think and bro, it's so hard. Like and that goes on so much out here that people do not understand. Like yo, that's the core. Just because me and you didn't work doesn't mean you got a fracture what me and my child could have growing up.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
is why you have these broken children. This is why you have these kids. We think, oh, my pops was around. He wasn't shit. This and the third. Meanwhile, your pops out here trying to do his one too. Niggas get fed up trying to be there. Nobody want to continue fighting with another person over the same thing over and over, especially when the court system is not gonna help you because they're not gonna believe your side of the story. They're gonna automatically believe hers. Now you're on paper. Now you're paying. Now you're paying to a bitter woman.
Yep. Yep. That's just gonna constantly make your life a living hell.
Yeah, like people don't get that shit, man. And that's just like now we could jump into the whole relationship part. Now we speaking on that. We just jumped into a little head in the future. Speaking of
Mm-hmm.
relationship part, you and your partner get into whatever the case may be. Like say you out somewhere, you see and I seen this funny shit. I seen this shit recently too when I was on the sixth train. Say you out somewhere, you with your girl, whatever, you're not cheating, but you see a female, you talk to her, and her friend happened to be on the pass by and see you talk to another female. She don't know what you and the other female is talking about. Y'all just conversing. But she calls your girl up like, yo, I just seen such and such talking to this chick, this, that, and third, boom, boom. Now, your girl, females, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Your homegirls call y'all and tell y'all they see your man talk to another female. That drastic thought in your head is going out the motherfucking window. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all can be like, yo, first you gonna say, yo, where you was at? You can be on something. I was at Hunts Point, whatever the case may be. What you was doing? Oh no, I was just around and about. You leave that part out that you talk to a female nigga. That is it. Now you looked at as a cheat. Now doing this
Bro,
out
I'm
there,
your
but
friend.
meanwhile you.
I say that's why
I'm not saying
communication
you. I'm
is
just in
important.
general.
No, 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 no. That's what I'm saying. That's why communication is important. Because like if you know it's no real issue, it's not hard for you to tell your girl like, yo, I bumped into this girl like I knew since like fifth grade, whatever. We was on the train talking. That right there eliminates the whole thing for when her homegirl calls her and be like, yo, I saw such and such talking to such and such. Like, because then now but then I always be like, look, it's crazy because I want to say mind your business, but
But you
no,
can't.
but you
But you can't do
can't.
that.
You can't. But at the same time, because now let's flip the roles. If there's a situation where your girl is like on a train talking to a dude and it looks a little too friendly, I'm gonna be like, yo, I just saw your girl on the train, blah blah blah. She looked like she was a little too cozy with dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like that's why I said you can't be like can't say mind your business
But it's
because
all no, but it's also how you handle it though. You can't say mind your business because after if you use to tell me like that, what happened is now you put me on notice now because like you said, it's too cozy. Now you gotta start watching the movements because now you don't told me your story of what you've seen. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they talking about. You told me what they've seen. So now is my reaction to all right. Should I take his story, spin it, make it to my story? Now we're gonna have two stories to where I can flip out on her and say, yo, he told me this, that, and the third, boom, boom, boom. Mind you, you didn't tell me that. You just said you just seen him talking and it looked a little, cozy. But I could flip it on something like, yo, nah, nigga say seen you talking to this nigga, y'all up close to each other, face, bum, bum, hold hands. Now we have two stories. Now we have the one what you seen, the lie I just made, and now we're gonna have her version, which could possibly be the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm saying. Like people spend certain shit when they don't need to be spent. That's why I legitly, especially I try not to just lie. Like I don't need to lie. Especially you grown, what you lying for. Lying keeps you out a whole lot of shit. Lying keeps you on the straight path. Even though people might not want to hear what the truth you gotta say, but yo, you gotta speak it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But like I'm just saying, but that's how it is, bro. Like people, like you just said, like yo, you say you seen Shorty. Now it's in my mind, like oh, I don't have to say shit. Now I could just be on some. All right, let me watch them. Let me just watch them movements. You know what I'm saying, let me see how she act. You know what I'm saying? Because when
Mm-hmm.
people start getting the flirt with this, that, and the third, motherfuckers mood change. But if you bring it up now you remember the story. Like yo, you just said this, that, and the third, or you ask like yo, what you did today? Now you become the defensive person. What you did today? No, you become the offensive person. What you did today? Oh, word. Now they leave that one little part. They was talking to such and such on the train. Now it's in your mind like, damn, she didn't even tell me she's talking to son. That's why I was like, now you turn to a whole nother jealous person. Now you start thinking the worst. Or because you heard
Mm-hmm.
one side of a story. You ain't asked her side. You just heard one side. Now you taking that one side instead of listening to the other side. Now you listen to her story like, yo, you ran to a dude today? Yeah, I mean him spoke this and the third. Now you sitting there stuck like, all right, how you gonna take it? Bro just told me this. She just told me this. Now, when they both confusing you, just say fuck it and keep it pushing. Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, if a person want to stay, they're gonna stay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But two sides of the story. Two sides of the story in a relationship too also comes to let's just say um if you have a female or even a dude. You could have a dude who's sitting here to let's just say we have male friends, right? And our male
Mhm.
friends is downplaying their relationship to their girl, like, oh, you know, yeah, that's my girl, but she don't really do this, she don't really do that, blah blah blah. And then we'll sit there, me and you'll sit there and be like, then why are you still with her then? And then come to find out later on, she didn't did everything you said she didn't do and more. So now we look at you
Bro,
like you was a fool. Like,
bro, I'm gonna jump into defense of the ladies right now when I say this shit. Ladies, I got y'all on this. Niggas do that now to their girl to other females, where they tell other females, "Yo, she didn't do this, she don't do this, she didn't do that. This is why I'm here with you. This I'm talking to you. Maybe if you do that now, you got some other female up to where you want her to be just like your girl. You know what I'm saying? A lot of females that talking to dudes that got girls be downplaying their girl. Ladies, listen up, and this is real shit. There's two sides to that story. Because it's the one he's telling you and it's actual truth is going on. If he's home, he wants you to do it. She don't do this, she don't do that. And mind you, they've been together for years. He ain't leave her. Best believe he's trying to mold you to the be to do her. So when it don't work out with her, with Shorty that he's underplaying, which underplaying you, when he moves on to you, now you was doing the same shit she was doing. But thing about it is, you took his story instead of listening to what the other story was going on. But you're not gonna get the other story because simple fact, you're not gonna talk to her.
mm-hmm.
So you're gonna listen to that one story, even though it's two.
And the crazy part about situations like those is like, and this is real shit, and I think you could agree with me too. A woman could downplay her relationship to a nigga she like to want to smash him, and she don't
Shoot.
even got and she don't even got to do all that because 9 out of 10 times a nigga want to fuck you, he gonna fuck you anyway. You can sit here and tell a dude, yo, this nigga don't do nothing for me, blah blah blah. Or you can sit here and be like, yo, he's the greatest dude in the world. Dude would be like, so why you want to cheat then? She'd be like, okay, it's because I want to. Like 9 out of 10 times, they're gonna be like, okay, cool. Like,
Man, listen, we keep the stack. How many times we done heard that in our life?
a lot.
A
The
chick
worst
that
thing,
told you, a chick done said to you, yo, this nigga ain't shit, this and the third. But in the back of your mind, in your head, you like, oh well, in your mind, you're like, all right, I'm about to smash. I already see what this is. But in the back of your mind, you go, why she still with this nigga then? Why she still with this nigga then? If he don't do this and the third, you calling and texting me, you complaining about the nigga. Why you ain't leave with the nigga yet? Especially I have no kids, none of that other shit. Like, all right, so what's your end game? If me and you don't work out, you gonna go back to that nigga and everything be all fine and cool dandy?
man, listen. Two sides of the story of downplaying your relationship to your friends is the worst thing you could do. I'm be honest with you, because when it comes to find out that the person you talking about to your friends ain't the way you describe them, your friends ain't never gonna believe a damn thing you say again. Because you got to look at it. Because you got to look at it. Because I feel like you got to look at it like, why are you lying to your friends though? If you lying to you lying to the people you ain't supposed to be lying to.
Not even that. Not even that. Not even that. I'm gonna give you one better. What about the dudes who downplay their friends to their girl? What about that? Nobody seems to. Everybody undermines that little thing right there, and that little thing is a big thing. And I had to stop talking to somebody because of that. A real good friend of mine.
Nigga, let's be clear. Nigga, let's be really clear. That shit has happened to the both of us. Let's just be honest. No, fuck that.
No,
let's be honest.
No,
you and I both know that shit has happened to us. Like, you and I, let's be clear. That shit has happened to us. The downplaying of us by certain individuals to their females, when they come to find you and I are nothing like what these niggas describe.
No, that's fact. But that's what I'm saying. It's facts, because that's not the first time you talking about like me and you had that shit that's
on more than one occasion.
It has. It definitely has. And that made me look at motherfuckers like this, like, damn, your girl making you fold on your homies. And man, sometimes chicks don't even ask about the friends. You just blatantly talking about, yo, they this, they that, they this. Till you meet them motherfucker and they like, yo, you're not like this, you're not like that. Prime example. We talking about prime example. We're gonna take it to the team wise. We had an old teammate that did that. Who left our team, and once again, he was one of those who I will take over a lot of people. And it bothers me to this day, because simple fact, I took some word over a lot of people where I was wrong at. And it took me over years to have to make amends with a lot of motherfucking people. Until we got in the circuit life. Then we got in the circuit life. I was told by that individual, yo, don't talk to this person because of this, that, then third. But boom, boom. And the same token, he's telling the same person, don't talk to me or don't talk to y'all because we're this way. Until when motherfuckers fall out of favor with people. And guess what? These same people I was told not to talk to, I meet them, they like, yo.
That's where the truth comes out. That's where the truth comes out.
This is why I tell people all the time, don't lie. Especially don't lie on me. Don't lie on my peoples. Because I know my peoples. My peoples, you can't shit on my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Especially you say certain shit. Don't tell another individual, don't talk to this person, this, that, and the third, then you meet us and it's a whole different ball game. Shit, hell, don't tell you about me. Your girl asks about me, don't tell her shit. She don't need to know about me. I'm not with her. I'm not her priority. She shouldn't. What about Jada? What about Blacko? What you need to know?
Yep. Yep.
Listen. But yeah, like people don't like. There's a lot of shit, man. Like people don't understand the way the world work with these two sides. Everything that's going on, like it's so hard. Like it's hard. It's draining. This is why I tell people all the time, yo, tell the truth. But even your truths could be looked at a lie. You can tell 100% truth, word for word, everything. But it's all about what people want to believe. And nowadays we in an era where people believe bullshit. They're not gonna believe the truth. They're not gonna believe like, yo, damn, this motherfucker was telling the truth the whole time. People want to see what they want to see.
bro, sometimes they think their truth is the truth and it's not. Like,
That's very true.
so I don't know. Listen,
You have people that believe in what they want to believe in. You know what I'm saying? You have that. You have people that be on something like, yo, I know I was wrong, but fuck, they're gonna stand on their ground because some fact they know they wrong. And people like that, you don't argue and waste your time with. You like, you know what? Boom, whatever. Like I'm one of those where if somebody tell you, you know me for years now. If a motherfucker come up and tell you like, yo, Black Rose this, that, and the third about you, and you bring that shit to me like, yo, bro, I heard you talk about me. You know my reaction is gonna be, yo, bring that person to me, and mind you, I try to do that. You remember with a certain situation, a person was saying niggas was talking crazy. I told that person, yo, bring them to me so we can handle this out. And whatever I said, I want to repeat it word for word. I'm gonna own my. If I said it, I said it. If I didn't, I'm gonna snuff them.
and how did that turn out? You're still waiting for that person.
Now, still waiting. I gave up. It is what it is. Like I knew that right there let me know. Like, yo, you gonna believe what you wanna believe. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's like, yo, one also you gotta know how a person talk. You know how a person talk. You like, yo, what? He said this. Like if somebody heard me say like, let's say somebody gay, I never call a gay person that faggot ass motherfucker. So if somebody be like, yo, black people called you a faggot ass motherfucker, he's lying. I don't talk like that because one, I don't disrespect the alphabet people. I don't disrespect them. I'm never gonna. That's their lifestyle, whatever the case may be. We all got somebody that's like gay, bi, whatever in our family. So I don't disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? So if a person was to tell another person I said that, it's either they gonna believe their story, or gonna believe my story, and they gotta understand what they think the truth gonna be.
Exactly. Nah, I know. You know what, Brooklyn? I can't even agree with that because, like, sometimes you just gotta address it because if you don't address it, they're gonna keep doing the same dumb shit.
And that's true. That's true. You have people like think about all the little weasel, the weasel motherfuckers out there who getting people air all the time, talking. After a while, that little weasel, that little parrot that's gonna keep getting air. They're gonna start to believe that, especially if you don't talk to them as much as you used to. So now it becomes a point like, damn, with this person telling me this might be correct. With this person telling me, damn it, now I'm at this person funny. Word. Instead of bringing it to you, yo, bro, I feel like. Do you feel like this? Do you feel like that? Is it as simple yet? Yes, no, or I don't care. But you're gonna listen to the other person that's always in your ear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some people can't get close to me even tell me anything. I'll be honest, like, oh, word, all right, cool. I don't want to hear it. Or I straight tell people like, nah, I'm good. I don't care. I don't entertain BS no more.
You can tell in your body language when you can tell when somebody bullshitting. Like I've been around you enough to see when somebody say something that if you know it's bullshit, you'll just be like, all right, cool.
So
I've seen it.
Cool. I just walk. I'm like, I holler at you, like,
bro. I've seen it recently.
You said recently?
Yeah.
What happened recently?
When certain situations about people and their music.
Oh yeah, I probably don't. Whatever. It's whatever. I don't remember. I don't.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after the fact. I don't.
Yeah.
But
yeah, when I tell you, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, yo, bro, dead ass. I don't listen. You can't entertain, and this is for everybody out there that's listening. You can't entertain everything you hear because it will throw you off, no matter how little it is, how small. The littlest thing could throw your mental so off, especially if they tell you about somebody. It will throw you off because now that little story, that little sentence or paragraph that they told you via text or in your ear will throw you off and have you look at somebody looking crazy. Now you out there looking at the other person crazy, like, damn, word. Meanwhile, the other person know what the hell is going on. But they in your face, hey, what's going on? Now you're in your mind, you're like, damn, this motherfucker smiling in my face, laughing and joking in my face, like they just didn't say this. Meanwhile, they didn't say it. But that's what you was told.
You know what? Before we go off the show, right? I got an example because it's really funny that I'm thinking about this now before we finish it. And me and Marty was having this conversation earlier when I was at work about this whole two sides to the story thing. There was a situation a couple of years ago when something was brought to her attention that I was hollering at some other chick, right? Now, mind you, this chick hit my phone up at like 2 o'clock in the morning on some like, hey, what's up? And I was just looking at the phone like, okay, yo, the next day I sent her the screenshot or whatever, like, yo, look at this, whatever. When it was brought to her attention, like, yo, yeah, he's hollering at her. She's like, how? Like, they was like, yo, we have proof, we have pictures. So she's like, send pictures. So there was a picture I took with a shorty at a party. She was like, okay, this is it. And they're like, yeah, but he was in. And it's like, well, he was in her inbox. She was like, oh, you mean the one where she was in his inbox at like 2 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, I'm perfectly aware of that. And everybody's just like, oh, like,
no, listen, man. You got people out there who's gonna lie and try to ruin anything you got going on, man. Like, and it sucks that we in a lifestyle where you can't enjoy your relationship. I'm saying, like, I see y'all know y'all post your pictures up, y'all, y'all everywhere, y'all all together, y'all, that's your relationship, y'all enjoying yourself. This is what y'all do. But you always gonna have them people like, yo, you know what? I want to try to get in the middle of that. Let me see what's going on, and they're gonna make these lies up, but they
bro,
don't know they don't know that you and her are so open with each other that they can infiltrate that and make these lies up. Because y'all gonna
bro,
share that message like, yo, look what this person just sent me, or they'll make some like what's some shit happen. I had the same similar situation. Somebody told somebody I was somewhere. And the whole time they hit them up like, yo, your man is out somewhere, this, that, and the third with another bitch. Oh, look, he out here cheating. Meanwhile, the place I'm supposed to be, I'm with Shorty. I'm actually with my girl. But they getting the message like, yo, hey, your man out here. And she's like, oh, word, that's what's up. Tell that nigga enjoy himself. Like, people's fucking stupid, man. Like, yo, y'all people miserable, man. And that's what it is, man. And shit like that, that's how you nip them two sides of the story. You make that shit just one.
mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's what you're supposed to send a picture with you and her right now. Like, oh, word, that's crazy. Snap. It's
Nah,
crazy.
that is crazy. You do that, but it's funny shit at the same time too. You don't even have to do that because now that same person that sent that message, now you can watch them, let them make a fool of themselves. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that's gonna make a fool of themselves. Once I'm like, yo, he doing this, he doing that. And meanwhile, you just watching the show like, oh, word. Oh, all right, cool. Interesting. Like, motherfuckers is nuts, man. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
is real nuts. That's why I'm at the point I don't try to explain myself no more. Like, I really don't. I don't even try to, unless I really need to talk about it, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Mm.
Because you're gonna believe it. That's my favorite motto always been. You're gonna believe what you want. I ain't gonna front that motto right there. I've been using that shit for quite some time. That shit got me in trouble. Because you
Uh,
tell somebody believe what you want, that's putting it in their mind like, yo, damn, hold on, he's playing games with me. Either I believe him, he ain't do it, or I believe he did do it. What do I do?
yeah, that's true. That's true.
And most of the time, I mean, believe the fuck you want. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Man,
Like,
listen.
people gotta they don't get together though. People remember, man. Always remember, man. Just you gotta remember the truth, yo. Always
Just,
remember the truth.
just remember, there's always two sides of the story, and somebody's usually bullshit.
Shit, like Katie said earlier, they might not be bullshitting. They might just can't agree on the same fucking answer. Or it be that both sides definitely be telling the truth, but when it comes to telling the third person, one might have more emotions than the other. So now it becomes all right. The person that had more emotions seem believable. Now this person ain't got no fucking emotions. You don't want to believe what they gotta say. You don't want to hear what they gotta say. But definitely, people, yo, be
And then,
aware of them two-sided stories, motherfuckers. That or them person that always got something to tell you. Because now, remember, the person that always got something to tell you, you always gotta wonder now where this come from.
facts, facts. Just take it with a grain of salt until you get the truth. Don't be,
Listen, you ain't
don't
gonna
be
be.
quick, because it's always the moral stories. Don't jump to conclusions before you know the actual proof behind everything.
But how many times do you get the proof? How many times do you get the truth? How many times?
Mm.
When people actually tell, when you actually hear two different stories, do you actually 100% believe? Do you get the truth? That's my question to you.
Um, Depends on who I'm getting it. It depends on who I'm hearing it from. Because like I said, you can usually tell who's the bullshitter and who's not.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So like if you're telling me something and then somebody else is telling me something, I'm more liable to take your word because you've never really bullshitted me ever on anything, as opposed to
Yeah.
maybe the other person. So now if it's two people who never bullshitted me, but y'all got two different stories, then I might be a little confused. But then that's when I'm gonna have to sit both of you down at the same time and be like, yo, who's telling the truth and who's not?
Not even. But that's a good answer what you just said right there. We said two people that don't bullshit you, but they got two different stories. Now you say you'll sit both people now. You'll sit both people now, you'll find a solution. Now you become the mediator, like, yo, what's going on? Now you
Mm-hmm.
won't want to hear both stories. Like, what's going on? You telling me this, you telling me that, but what's really going on? Like, because if not, if we can't come to the same conclusion, I don't want to hear about it no more. And we're gonna keep it pushing. Unless it's really something serious where you gotta really check and see what's going on. Now you're like, yo, hold on, I'm not even feeling this now. Now it's on something like, yo, y'all just told me some shit that really got me intrigued on what the fuck is going on. Somebody gotta say something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then yeah, like you
And by
said, that's
that
when you
time,
gotta.
you'll get the truth out of both of them.
Yep.
Because now
That's when you really gotta be the
they gonna
mediator.
agree to disagree.
Yep.
Because they don't agree to disagree. Why? Because some fact now they see like, damn, this thing he's serious about it now. Now they gonna both. This is how it's gonna happen. They gonna both look at each other after what you just said. They gonna pause and look at each other. They gonna be like, oh, I but nah, this and the third. Other person he gonna react like nah. Now they gonna start reacting back and forth to their stories, and now you're gonna have the truth.
And then you're gonna find out who's lying and who's not. And then you might find out it might just be it just
A
might be a big
misunderstanding.
miscommunication. Yep. Yep.
Which goes on so much in the world that people don't take the time out to figure out. Trust me, I'm quite sure we wouldn't have these much murders in the world without misunderstandings. Look at the drug game. I know we passed our time, but look at the drug game. Look how many times a person heard two sides of the story that got the other person killed or locked up.
Yep.
Look at all the informants out there. The police gonna believe their story is always gonna be the informant story and the defendant story. But
Yep.
police is when they want that defendant, they're gonna believe the informant story. And
Oh,
I'm quite
of
sure a
course.
lot of
Of course. That goes without saying. Of course.
they,
Anything to get what they need to get.
let's take I hate to talk about the kid, let's take 6ix9ine for instance. He went from being a defendant to informant to they wanted to take down this group so bad, they believed his word. Now he's home doing somewhat the similar same dumb shit he was doing back then.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, damn, we done let this kid out. Now he's making money and he's still doing the same stupid shit. But now he's protected. Now nobody can touch him because he's protected by the feds. He's a federal informant. He's not a state informant. He's a federal informant. And the charges of killing a federal informant, shit, is damn near life.
And I'm gonna say this last thing before we close out. At this point, if he feels like incriminating anybody right now just for the sake of doing it, they're gonna take his word over anybody else's.
Exactly. Exactly.
Moral of the story, guys, don't fall for the bullshit every time. Have your own inform your own judgment, and usually your own judgment will help you figure out what's real and what's not.
For sure. For
And on
sure.
that, and on that note, guys, we're about to close it out. Thanks for everybody who listened tonight. We'll be back next week, and everybody have a good night.
Good night, y'all.